Hello and welcome to a smerdp video. Today we are looking at Mighty Morphin Power Rangers Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles from Boom Studios and IDW issue 2. And this is the cover that I got. And there is a black and white version of this cover as well. And this is written by Ryan Parrott, Raul Angulo, Dan Mora, Ed Dukeshire. So we begin our story with Shredder fighting Bebop and Scorpina, and he tells Bebop that I created you and, well, I can destroy you, pretty much that. He also gives Scorpina a message, tell the Kang that the Earth is no longer for the taking, it belongs to the Shredder, and tell the Space Witch that I am coming for her. So even though he saves her, saves the Rangers, Tommy is not inclined to turn his back on him. The last time he did that, he ended up losing his powers. His powers were absorbed by Shredder, etc. Alpha transports Zordon away, however it hurts, etc. And just so I'm clear, we don't hear from Zordon for the rest of the issue. So Shredder is there to help. Alpha teleports out. Meanwhile, Stockman and Casey is guarding him. He is putting some sort of device on the morphing grid, so the morphing grid is regulated by a sort of to take that morphing energy and feed that off into the morphing grids. And what Stockman etc. do here is I'm not sure if he blows it up, or whether he cuts out that regulator so that the morphing grid is no longer flowing in here. Anyway, Ralph arrives and wants his best friend back, etc. But Casey tells him that he's lost, etc., leading to the Turtles and the Power Rangers losing their power. We're not sure if there's an explosion or whether they just take out the regulator. It's not very clear on there. So the Rangers are out and about, and Rita and a menacing Bamboo and Squat turn up, ready to sort of fire on the gang, etc. And we still get the common little jokes from Mikey saying that this is my hiding spot, etc. So the Rangers run away, they escape, etc. Go lick your wounds, as Rita puts it. Meanwhile, Rita and Kang decide to go into Command Center. Kang says there used to be a Command Center in Dimension X once upon a time. However, it was destroyed long before he got there, so we don't know the ins and outs there, etc. Casey gives some insight on what the Rangers and Turtles will do. So Billy and Donnie will try and come up with some solution. Raph and Tommy will try to want to fight, etc. And Splinter will try to calm them down, which will probably work. So what they need to do is they need to draw them out, etc., into the open so that they can finish this, etc. Now, Casey asks a very interesting question. He asks, why is the Earth so special? And to Kang and Rita, there is no reason for it being special. It's just matter of pride, is according to Kang, and that's probably very true. I mean, they've been defeated very many times, and they want to get this over the line, sort of thing, like we all do when we're trying to deliver something. We want to give it over the line. You know, I'm not saying that we're all go full on evil and try to conquer things, but we try and do whatever we can to get something achieved, etc., so we can move on. So the other thing that Kang mentions is that this world, compared to the rest of the universe, is primitive and in the Dark Ages, and the only way for it to advance is for us to take over. Now, I bring up a point that a lot of future things and exciting things that happen and progress happens is by people becoming using their imaginary, and they learn skills, etc., and do all those things, etc., over many years, and then something new is invented or created or something. But if you look at the world now, perhaps you think, are we trapped in, and don't get me wrong, I love social media, but are we trapped in a social media world where we're so caught up in this, that we're not growing beyond this. Sorry if I've offended anybody by saying that, but you know, social media can be sometimes quite bad. You know, we know this, but sometimes it's very good. I mean, I enjoy it for my hobby in particular. You know, it's great for sharing information, getting information back, and you know, I enjoy it, and I enjoy this platform in particular. I enjoy talking to people and giving my thoughts on stuff, you know, and which is there. The other thing is, you know, that he mentions is we're always fighting each other. That's true. We have wars going on now. There are wars in this world. We are not a united people across the whole world, are we? Let's be honest. There are differences and different cultures, and some people take it to extreme. You know, we know what's going on in the world. I don't need to say that. We've also got an environmental element as well, where we are using, because we are so many, we are using a lot of resources. So there is a worry that we are depleting the world and damaging the earth, and at some point it will be non-sustainable. And that's why we in businesses and home, we're trying to find all these sustainable solutions for the future. And you know, once again, you know, these are not subjects that I'm experts on, but I feel like we can refer to that section to the whole world. So Shredder arrives, etc., and Leo thinks he's he's a prisoner. He's actually not. And he says he's not the ruler of Dimension X anymore. That privilege belongs to Rita Repulsa. He's also very clear. He's not there to be a hero or to be their friend. He is there because their goals seem to align, and that they need to help each other. We also get Zach and... sorry, not Zach. We get Billy and Donatello. They're going to work on something. Meanwhile, Mikey wants to order some pizza. Nothing new there. So I love this bit. I love the fact that April goes with Bulk and Skull because she knows, because they know Angel Grove really well. She sneaks in there to review the situation. She feeds back in that that there are lots of rock, what are they called? Rock soldiers coming through Dimension X, etc., and they are growing into military, and also that there is a lot of construction going on at the command center, and she thinks it revolves the swords in what way to defeat an enemy by either destroying their Zords or ensuring that they can't get to them. Makes perfect sense, right? So, but the other thing is that this isn't the invasion. Angel Grove isn't the goal. This is a beachhead. This is just the beginning of the invasion. This is where they start out from. So they need to do something soon. So as you can imagine, Ralph and Tommy jump straight in there, and Splinter reminds them all, caution, let's slow it down, etc. Let's bring it back in, and let's not rush to any sort of decisions, etc. So, but they obviously saying that this is strategy. We're not rushing into this. You know, we do want to save our families, but we're not going to go do anything rash. So Donnie and Billy, you can see there in the picture, they look a little bit like they've been naughty. So they've been talking about combining the mutagen with the power coins, etc. And then Donatello throws off a percentage, which Mikey says anything bad happening to Kimberly starts with percentages. So the guys come in, and it's not morphin time, it's mutating time, which is quality. And we get this beautiful, beautiful spread here, which I've seen before. Most of us have probably seen before. I do try to avoid spoilers, etc. So I don't look into these. I see a picture, I move on. Because I like to know what happens when it happens. We get a nice little moment for Trini as a saber-toothed tiger. And she can smell putties, and guess what they smell like? They smell like gingerbread, apparently. But she seems to be embracing it, roaring, etc. Jason was worried about having small forearms like an actual Tyrannosaurus Rex. Triceratops Billy is enjoying his little tail, etc. And no logic sense, but Tommy is a dragon. Now, the interesting thing, there is actual lizards called dragons. You can get the bearded dragon, lizard, whatever they're called. I'm not a lizard person, so I honestly don't know. But there's no logic to this, and Tommy acknowledges this when that it is a mythical creature. So when things like this happen, you know, it happens. He even has his gold shield going on there, which I think is very awesome. Then we get Casey's moment. He pops in. He shares this mobile portal generator with Donatello to access Dimension X, and then he tells him what they're doing. He said he was taken, he was tortured really, really bad, but he said he never gave up. But they did want information. When I saw the armies, I saw it as an opportunity to gain their trust. So yes, I had to do some bad things, but intentionally, this is about whilst Kang and Rita are here, we could destroy, finish Dimension X, etc. So he feels like the end justifies the means, and you can see the pain that he's feeling, what he's causing, what he had to do. But he says, "Are you with me?" Which they are. We also get this beautiful moment. So I jumped the gun. So Zach is struggling to fight with tusks. Pterodactyl Kimberly is struggling to fly. So we get a moment from Splinter where he comes and he talks about how you can grow, etc. You know, not everything is done. So he's here to guide them, guide the others, the Rangers in these new times as well. So not just his turtles, which he did a very long time ago to help them grow. And that's what we do as people. I'm not the same person I was 20 years ago. You know, I like to think that I've grown as a person. You know, I've grown in my job. I've grown maybe in this reviewing. I don't know. I'll let you be the judge of that. You know, people change, you know, they change over time, and, you know, they have different thoughts than what they did back then. You know, I do things differently back then to what I would do now. You know, I'd probably take a step back and think about it a bit more and not be so rash, etc. So he helps get her to believe in herself, etc. Anyway, the turtles have their own mission, which is going to Dimension X, and Leonardo makes this thing: if my brothers don't come back, I'm gonna kill you, basically. But he says, what makes you think that you're coming back? And then we get to be continued. So the fight is truly on. We have Mutation Rangers. We have Turtles going to Dimension X. We have a full-on quality crossover, which Ryan is delivering really, really well. So I hope you like my video. If you do, please support my channel by subscribing. Make sure you look after yourself. Very important these days. If you are a subscriber, we appreciate your support. And just so you know, I hope that this version wasn't flat. I recorded this, so I did a really good video. I was really happy with it, and then my recorder buggered up somehow. So I hope it hasn't done it now. Well, you won't know about it. But yeah, so I tried not to be flat. I tried to give the same energy that I did on the first one, but it's hard when you've done something and then you got to do it again. You're trying to remember all those good things that you talked about. So it's a little bit more challenging, but these things sometimes happen to us reviewers. So yeah, embrace the geekness. Take care. Goodbye.